So, Chelsea fans, after all of the stress, the season has been a massive success. We've hit our targets. I'm not going to hear any of the Maresca slander anymore. Chelsea have done it. Hello everyone, my name's Ollie and welcome back to the B2B Sports Podcast. It's been a minute since I've posted a video on this channel. You know how it is, life gets in the way sometimes, but we're back to give my thoughts on Chelsea's second half of the season. In hindsight, the players, Maresca himself, was right. We were never ever in a title race to begin with. Remember those days? How long ago does that feel right now? Chelsea were in a two-horse race with Liverpool and the players and manager quickly wrote that one off. We just simply weren't ready. We've got the youngest side in the Premier League. And it was absolutely evident as the pressure started to mount after the Christmas fixtures. We got into a big slump. Reece James's injuries, a dip in form for Cole Palmer as well, and we just looked completely disjointed. But as we did last season with Pochettino, we went on a tremendous run at the end of the season. I think we won 5 out of our last 6 games, maybe 8 out of our last 9 in all competitions. The players had belief. There was a lot of question marks around this young side. Do they have the bottle? Do they have the mentality of the Chelsea of old? And they've proved it to us. They have that in abundance. There needs to be some big respect going Enzo Maresca's way. He took an awful lot of flack from fans on social media. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of this at all in the slightest. We've become a society these days where everything is immediate, everything is now. Enzo would have been gone just after Christmas in some fans' eyes, and would we have seen Champions League qualification and Europa League Conference League win with the new manager? Probably not. Methodologies, ideologies take time, and I'm absolutely just fed up with this whole fire and hire approach. Throw your toys out the pram when you're losing a couple of games. Look what the boys have done. Look what Enzo Maresca have done. With a bit of time, they've turned it around, and we've got exactly what we'd hoped for out of this season. And whilst we're on the topic of Enzo Maresca, I'd like to do a quick dive into his win percentage as Chelsea manager in his first year. Now let's compare that to other Chelsea managers in previous years. Obviously, you've got the upper end, the upper echelon of Chelsea managers. You've got Gus Hiddink up there on 72.73%. Obviously, you've got the special one, Jose Mourinho. Avram Grant, your Contes. And not too far behind is Enzo Maresca on 61.40. If you compare that to Chelsea managers below him, you've got Tommy Tuchel there on 60%. Jose Mourinho in his second stint at 58.82%. Rafa Benitez, Claudio Ranieri, Vialli, Lampard in his first reign, and Pochettino from last season at 50.98%. And now when you look at those numbers, that win percentage, does Maresca's stint look so bad now to all the naysayers? Absolutely not. He's done an incredible job with the youngest squad in the Premier League this year. I'll say it again, the youngest squad in the Premier League this year. I think he's done a wonderful job. And if we can just build on this now and get some experienced heads in at the summer transfer window, we could be cooking next season. The big rumours look like Liam Delap is a done deal to Chelsea. He had an impressive season at Ipswich, scored 12 goals, 2 assists in 37 appearances in the Premier League this season. Not bad for an Ipswich player, not bad at all. He's a physical player. He likes to be on the ball. A powerful shot on him as well. I think he'll do well in this Chelsea side. Another young player to add to the addition to the roster. A bit of competition with Nicholas Jackson, but I'd like to see a bit of more of an experienced, proven goal scorer in there. We've banged on the drum about Osimhen for years and years now. I'd like to see Victor Gyökeres in there leading the line. He has got 39 goals, 7 assists in 33 matches for Sporting Lisbon this year in the league. He's a proven goal scorer, ruthless inside the 18-yard box. That's just someone that we need, who's someone that we can be clinical, take those chances. I think games have ran away from us for the past couple of seasons now with Jackson, unfortunately. In fact, I actually think Jackson's best position is on that wide left, but I know there's a lot of competition out there. Jadon Sancho, my guy, with the goal in the final. We'll get onto that in a little minute. But Victor Gyökeres has to be the guy for me over Victor Osimhen. But yeah, we just need to strengthen this side. That midfield is clicking. Both scored in the Conference League final as well for Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. I think Levi Colwill also stepped up big time for Chelsea. It would be good to see him finally alongside Wesley Fofana for a longer period of time, a longer stint next season. And other than the striker, I think the goalkeeper is the big position to address this summer. You've got Petrovic on loan at Strasbourg. Do you go for Mike Maignan, who's been rumoured to go to Chelsea for a little while now, or Joan Garcia from Espanyol? One of the things for sure, Robert Sanchez, he's an incredible shot stopper. I just don't think he's quite built for that number one jersey at Chelsea Football Club. Let's talk a little bit about that Conference League final then, shall we? I mentioned it before kick-off on the B2B Sports Podcast X account. Go follow me on there if you've got a minute. I mentioned on there that Cole Palmer is the guy. He's the guy that needs to step up to the plate. He's been a bit quiet, lacking for confidence of late. But we know Chelsea in past years have had big characters that have stepped up on the big occasion time and time again. Didier Drogba being one of them. I just felt like this was a game for Cole Palmer to just really stamp his authority on proceedings and get Chelsea over the line. There was a slight worry of an emotional hangover from the Champions League qualification from the victory at Nottingham Forest, and we started that way. The first half was, it was timid, nervy. Gusto didn't have a great first half at all. All over the place. Isco was completely running the show, and I think Chelsea fans were collectively just screaming for Reece James to come off the bench. The new captain, leader, legend. Again, I wrote a little short article on Reece James last week. His journey from the youth team all the way up to Chelsea captain. So please also check that out if you've got a minute. But yeah, it was evident as soon as Reece James on, there was calmness at the back and Cole Palmer took over. The ball to Enzo Fernandez was an absolute delight. A lovely chipped, curled ball into the box for the on-running Enzo Fernandez. He's made that sort of that late run into the box. His move, very reminiscent of a Frank Lampard run into the box and get there, and he's contributed big time to Chelsea this season. The second assist from Cole Palmer was a lovely little drag back, sent the defender to the shops, chips it in. I thought we've got ourselves a Nicholas Jackson headed goal. On replay, I was totally wrong, off the chest, scrappy, but we'll take them. We'll take them all day long. Jadon Sancho as well, a lovely finish, top bins. I really do hope we keep him on. I know his wages are high, but 25 mil, you can't go wrong. He looks like he's enjoying his football at Chelsea. He certainly doesn't want to go back to Man United, that's for sure. I would love to keep him in this squad. He looks like he has great connection with Noni Madueke. Whether or not we'll see Mudryk in a Chelsea shirt again, I'm not too sure. I feel for the bloke, but if he has been found guilty, I can't see him playing for Chelsea again. It seems to be such a long, drawn-out process. I don't understand why it's taken so long to make this decision. But in Mudryk's absence, Jadon Sancho has made that position his own this season. 5 goals and 10 assists in all competitions this season for Sancho. And again, I would take him in a heartbeat for 25 mil. Whether we can do something with those big wage demands is yet to be seen. And to top it off, Caicedo with the 4th goal. It's just so good to see Caicedo and Enzo really reaping the rewards of that big price tag. They've had a lot of stick from opposition fans about that big money move from Brighton and the drama with Liverpool involved. But yeah, they're really clicking into gear now, and just if we can get Lavia fit and ready, it just bolsters that midfield even more for Chelsea. So there you have it. Chelsea have completed the set. The only team to win it all. And what I like about this the most, it's the Conference League. we know this is not where Chelsea want to be long term. But for those young Chelsea players that haven't experienced a trophy, this is not the Chelsea team of old, where the experienced heads, that winning trophy culture was embedded deep into their mentality. This is not that team. This is not that same team. This is a completely, redo. It's a completely new squad. So for them to experience that, to experience that trophy winning feeling, I think this is only going to kick them into another gear next season and keep chasing more silverware, more gold, and more trophies. This is what Chelsea do. So yes, in summary, we all need to calm down a little bit. Chelsea's season was a big fat success. New objectives for next season: top 4, again, a must. Little FA Cup run, an FA Cup will do very nicely, and a run at the Champions League, into the quarterfinals, semi-finals will be good enough for me. What about your guys' thoughts and opinions? Where do you think Chelsea will be next season? What are your expectations? And who would you like to bring in the summer? Let us know all your thoughts down below. I really, really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Up the Chels and peace out.